Okay, let's talk about versus tasks. So this is when we talk about our daily tasks. This is what we're talking about. Super important you're doing the right things on the right days. If you're like me, full admission, I'm super OCD, and I like to click on everything as fast as I can. But then I realized that I was doing myself a big disservice and I wasn't helping my alliance. So now, and it is challenging, but you'll get into a routine, only click the right things on the right days. And so don't click everything as it comes in, and let's talk about what to do on which day. Every week on Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, so 9 Central, 8 Mountain, 7 Pacific if you're in the US, at those times, every single Sunday night, the new week of Versus starts. And we get an enemy alliance on an enemy server that we are competing against for points that week. So that's day one. This runs Sunday night through Monday night. So really it's all day Monday, but if you're online at night, then it starts Sunday night. That versus battle has specific things that we need to do. So we're in that day one right now. So let's go look and see what we're supposed to be working on. Today's theme, we're supposed to be, using stamina, completing radar tasks. You can use hero EXP or experience points if you want, but you'll get even more points for this on another day this week, so I'd recommend saving those. But your drone combat data points, this is the only day of the week you get credit for that. Using drone parts, drone skill chip points. You might notice a theme here. Drones are super important. Gathering resources is going to be important. Using stamina and radar tasks is going to be super important on day one. And makes sense, it's radar training day. So when you go to your drone, all of those things, using this, upgrading, I've already used all mine today, but using up your points here, upgrading your components, consolidating these parts, upgrading your parts and components, adding skill levels to your skill chip on your drone, all of that stuff, that's going to get you crazy points on Mondays. So do that every Sunday night through Monday night. Don't do it any other day of the week. Save it all up. Do it on day one. Stamina. It takes stamina to go out and do rallies and do things like, for instance, if we go back to the world and I wanted to go start a rally against a Doom Elite here, like let's go find one. Here's one. If I want to go do a rally, let me go ahead and set it. Boom. That just took some of my stamina. I just took 20 points in stamina. Using those 20 points gets me points today. So this is a good day to do rallies. And I'll wait for, my other teammates here to join. They can join in. So it's really important doing the right things on the right day so that you're getting those points. Those are the things and radar tasks. Yeah, real quick. Let's look at radar tasks. If you click this radar icon right here, you'll get this little radar screen. Little tasks are going to pop up that you can do here. So starting on Sunday, I guess it's actually technically Saturday night through Sunday night, don't click any of these tasks. Let them build up all day long, because then on Monday, you'll be able to do all of them, and you're going to get a crazy amount of points for doing it on day one, on Mondays. And so up here on the top left, it'll say how many you're accruing, and depending on what level you are, you may be able to accrue up to 25, 30, 35, or 40 is where I'm at, of these tasks. Now, you could do the task, like sometimes there will be a little mining icon, and you'll send somebody out to mine. When they're finished, there's a little red dot on the task for you to collect it. Just don't collect it. You can do the task, just don't collect the radar task until the right day. Radar tasks, we get points for doing it 3 days out of the week. We get points on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So technically, again, that's Sunday night through Monday night, Tuesday night through Wednesday night, and Thursday night through Friday night. So what I do is all day Sunday, I save up my radar tasks. I do them all on Monday. Same thing. Tuesday, save them all up. Do it on Wednesday. Thursday, save them all up. Do it on Friday. Saturday, you can do them all day. It doesn't matter. But it takes about 24 hours to build up a full amount. So basically, you're getting the previous days all saved up, plus anything new that drops in that next day, and you get the max possible points for doing that. So definitely be careful with your radar tasks. Make sure to do them on the right days. As you get those points, they'll build up right here. This is how many points you've gotten for the day. So like today, I've got 3 million points. And if we go look at points ranking, You can see, wow, Mott is up here with almost 7 million points. Russ is putting up some points. Wicked, Honcho, Vankman, myself. Like, you can see there's some great points that are going up here. This is fantastic. We can filter it out by alliance. We can go look at it for the week and see where everybody's at. It's going to be the same today because it's day one. Let's go look at our progress, right? We have 47 million points already today. Our opponents only have 7. We are crushing them. And they're probably not going to do so great this week, just looking at their overall alliance. We're probably going to win this week again, which is fantastic. It's not always going to be this easy. So everyone, this is a great opportunity to learn and get comfortable and make sure you know how to do your versus points. Get the max credit for doing the same stuff that you would normally do a little bit each day. Save it up, do it on the right days, get all the points for it, right? And that also will help get you better rewards and stuff like that you can cash in. So resist the OCD temptation to do everything that's red and clear out all your notifications every day and just save the right stuff for the right days. Day 2 base expansion. Again, just read through these. Make sure you know what you're doing. Recruiting survivors. We were just looking at that. In the tavern, you can recruit survivors or recruit heroes or elites. This is the day that, tomorrow you'd recruit all of your survivors. Bring them all in. If you save them up for the whole week, you'll end up with like over 100. And then you bring them all in, bam, you get 3,000 points for each one. Performing legendary tasks and dispatching ultra rare or legendary trade trucks, right? Those get you massive amount of points on those days. So it's really important that you're doing that. Day 3, Age of Science, research speed ups. Any increase you do in your tech center on any of those categories, it goes up 1 point. You're going to get 25 versus points for doing that. Some of those upgrades require Valor badges, using those Valor badges. So again, this is your research day. Again, we're back to radar tasks on day 3. So if you saved them up all day on Tuesday, you cash them in day 3 on Wednesday. You get crazy points for that too. And then look at all these drone component chests that you can open for just massive points here. So in your inventory, here's the my level 1 through 4. I don't have any 5, 6, or 7s. I think you got to buy those, but drone component chests. I don't open these until the right day. And then once they're opened on the right day and I get all the points for them, then I hang on to all that stuff and I wait until the next week, which in this case it is Monday. So everything I collected last week, I've saved for today, and then I go and actually upgrade my drone. It'd be tempting to do that all at the same time, but again, pace yourself out, do the right thing on the right day, you'll get crazy points for it. Day 4, elite recruits, so recruiting heroes at your tavern. This is hero day. It's my favorite day because any legendary hero shards, experience points, skill medals that you use for upgrading your heroes, all of that's going to get you massive points. So here's where you're going to go in. Only focus all your upgrades on just the 5 heroes that you have in your main squad. We'll talk about that in the next video, but that should be your focus until you have just one main squad that's a powerhouse. Your second squad, and if you're like me and you've unlocked other formations, your formations 2 or 3 or 4, just send them out to mine and collect resources in the world for you. So world, search, gather, send them out and collect stuff. Whenever you're searching, find one that doesn't already have somebody that's on its way to it, or that has an icon above it. Someone's already working on that one, and then send them out to mine. So like right now, this one doesn't have very much left, but I'll send somebody out. You know what? I already have all 3 of my secondary units mining, so I'm going to keep my main one free. But just send them out mining, especially if you get ready to go to bed. Send them out to mine for you all night. At least they're collecting resources while you're sleeping, right? Okay. We'll look at just a couple more days here so you can kind of see training heroes. We just talked about total mobilization, basically any speed ups on construction, research, tech power, things like that will get you points. So save all your speed ups for Friday, day 5. Don't use speed ups. Don't lean into the temptation to use your speed ups earlier in the week. You'll get max points for them. And this is where you're going to want to train a bunch of troops, right? If you already have full bases, send some troops off, kill them off, and then train new ones. And you backfill. You'll get a ton of points for doing that. Enemy Buster, day 6. This is going to have to be its own video. But again, the biggest way to get points is attacking other bases. If you're not strong enough, or you're not comfortable doing that yet, it's like one of the hardest things to learn. Just make sure you shield all day, Friday night through Saturday night for 24 hours, so that you're not getting attacked. Because if the enemy's attacking you, then that means they're getting points, and we don't want that. Also, I would hate for you to see all the stuff you've saved up all week long get destroyed. And one note on that, you can see my balances up here for, my different resources. I've got food, iron, and coins. You don't have to individually click on all of these to do it. I mean, you can, but you can also just come up and collect them right here, and it's a little bit easier. Or once you get your base, your headquarters updated to a certain level on your mobile device, you can just shake your device and it collects everything for you. So that's kind of cool too. Okay, so that's just a little bit about all your Versus tasks. If you have any questions on that, let us know. We try to post reminders every single night telling you what to start working on at 10:05 p.m. because, again, there's that 5-minute reset period. Start at 10:05 or else it won't count, and then it runs through for 23 hours and 55 minutes until 10 p.m. the next day. Again, that's Eastern time, so just make sure you're doing the right tasks on the right days. You'll get a ton of points, and you'll help out the Alliance a ton. So let us know if you have any questions. Next, we'll talk about troop formations and gear on the next video.